Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns as we look for clues surrounding a murder in Luxarion, where lots of girls with rose-coloured hair, exactly looking like the same as Lightning, are getting murdered. Who'd have thought it? But first of all, to get that, we're escorting Holmes, who seems to not want to go very fast, even we were given the hint to walk around, but okay, he does chase us a bit.
The Order operates the regional transportation system.
I'm sure they do, but I've got to get this guy to his job, and Thornton's up here. Come with me, guy. Finally take you to your work.
Thank you for your understanding.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
And our first quest is complete. Right, we got ourselves 300 gil, a rail worker's cap, and a rail worker's beret. Some interesting stuff there, and some max HP and strength up. Not bad.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
More valuable information is ours.
Very interested in this information. Want to talk to a few more people?
Do you have more to say, though, sir?
I saw the whole thing. The children of Etro threw the dummy off the clock tower. Someone should really tell the Order about it.
On it, don't worry, thought you had more to say though. Well, we could look around a bit more. There's ladders to climb in places as well, but someone here with something to do?
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets. Prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
More valuable information obtained from there. Hello, who are you?
I always said those people would cause trouble, and I was right. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the streets. Whenever I see white, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked shadow hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
Even more valuable information there, thank you, my dear.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
Well, the question I've got at the moment is, all that being said and done,
You should cooperate with the investigation. They're bound to open up other areas if they can make progress in the case. It'll be a win-win.
a win-win is finding items. Obtain a fighter's emblem, why thank you, and even more people to speak to for witness statements. Is that just the dummy there?
The same people who killed the girl brought that dummy here. It's important evidence. Don't touch it. The victim had rose-colored hair, and the wig on that dummy was of the same color. The killers appear to believe that the evil savior will take the form of a young woman with rose-colored hair. Everything points to this being the work of those heretics, children of Etro. But why are they so sure what the savior will look like?
Is there someone in them who knows who I am? I recognize that arm, to be honest.
Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly.
This is my favorite spot. Hang out here long enough and you get to see all kinds of things. Like those white-garbed loonies, for example. The children of Etro are heretics and they don't believe in the Order's teachings. Those Etro fanatics used to keep a low profile, but recently I see them everywhere. The Order's authority isn't what it was. Now those people wander the streets like they own the place. Do you think they know something we don't? Maybe they have a date for the end of the world, who knows?
Well, I've probably obtained enough valuable information by now. It seems someone deliberately wants to talk to me who keeps climbing up and down here repeatedly, but we did also pick up an item there, so let's customize schemata. What kind of item was it, to be honest? Right, fighter's emblem increases strength plus 15%, which is probably definitely good to go on this class. Now climb up that ladder, don't fall down, give me your information, and surely that is enough.
Lady! So these heretics, they believe in the goddess, right? Are they all bad people, or just some of them? Those heretics are always hanging around here, you know. They're easy to spot. They wear white clothes and huddle together muttering stuff about oracles. You know, they always stare at any women that go by. Do you think they're picking out their next sacrifice? Pretty scary, huh? I'm scared.
Doesn't sound that good, but thank you for the information. You don't have to keep going up and down the ladder, though. That's a bit crazy of you. Well, Inquisitor, we have found ourselves a lot of talking.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
And the quest is complete, though it's quite interesting how much the crowd moves around and keeps nudging you and stuff. But 800 gills, scholar's glasses, maximum HP by 80, strength and magic up by 6, I like that. And your soul will be saved, sir. Luxurian shops, now that the lockdown is over, the shops in the North Station area have opened their doors. You can buy recovery items from general stores as well as garb and adornments from outfitters. Take a look around for new items, but there's something in the background there that's more interesting than anything. And we've got Chronostasis ability. What's that? The EP ability Chronostasis is a special spell that can control time and space, which only the Savior may use. Open the main menu with Y and choose Chronostasis from among your EP abilities to halt the world's time for a brief period. You'll see the clock flash in the upper right of the screen. Chronostasis will remain active as long as the clock remains static. That sounds good to me. While Chronostasis is active, time itself stops, but the world does not, and people continue to go about their business. Chronostasis can be used for when you are running out of time to complete quests that have time limits. Note that if you choose any action that automatically uses up a period of time, such as resting at an inn or riding the monorail, the effects of Chronostasis ends. So by the sound of it, I should be using that all the time. It's too bad I can't shortcut it in some way.
Lightning. The Savior can use God's own holy power. With it, you can even manipulate the flow of time.
How can anyone control time?
With a special ability called Chronostasis. It has limits, but you can slow time. It's just one of the miracles brought about by God's great might. But be warned, you cannot use it again and again. Only use it when it will count the most.
I probably can use it again and again, but I'd run out of EP if I did. But anyway, Chocolina, Chocobocolina, what's going on?
Chocobocolina! Hi! I sense you want to talk about something. Ask away! Is it about this message board? Or something more important, like my beauty regimen?
I want to talk to you. I think that you have it backwards.
Oh, don't be such a silly Sahagin. Everyone wants to talk to me, especially since I've been put in charge of this.
The message board?
It's not just an ordinary message board. It's called the Canvas of Prayers, and it's magical. An ancient spell has been cast on it, and now it can show people's hopes and dreams. For example, you know how people wish on stars, or by throwing coins into a fountain? I know you've done it too, even though you'd never admit it. This board collects prayers from all over the world, from all sorts of people, and makes them appear as words.
You mean anyone can come here and read them?
Just you. It's written in a mythical language. To anyone other than yourself, it looks like a jumble of nonsense.
Okay, the Canvas of Prayers. There's a special board called the Canvas of Prayers, each continent posted with quests or pleas for help from people seeking salvation. Not bad. A new quest available for you or a completed quest. Talk to Chocolina once you have completed a quest and she will give you a reward from the clients. Not bad. Quests marked as global on the Canvas of Prayers can be accepted from any location, and the rewards can also be collected from any. But the results for other quests should be reported to the same location where they were first accepted. In Luxarion, quests are shared between the North and South message boards.
Now don't just take my word for it. Why don't you take a look? See if you can't read everyone's humble little wishes.
Okay, we have 3 quests here, Avenger's Suite being one of them. Ooh, I hate those things, I really do. That loathsome niblet took my boyfriend from me. What? If I could actually use a weapon, why? I swear I'd pay back tenfold. Perhaps a kindly soul will hear my prayer and kill the niblet for me. So just a random niblet, or a niblet that's somewhere. May as well accept all the quests we can if they improve our stats after all. Gift of gratitude. Oh god, please help me. A rotten monster's torn a great big hole in my stuffed Moogle, and now I need a strip of tattered leather to repair it. Can someone please help? You see, I made it as a gift. I'm greatly indebted to a certain person, and this toy was meant to pay back some of their kindness. So we need tattered leather times 8. We hold 0. And apart from that, we have Inventive Seamstress. I wonder if you've heard of the liquid glass that could be harvested from Meonectons? Okay then. I think it would make a perfect coating for cloth. It would give the material a beautiful glossy sheen and make dirt and stains just fall away. I'd love to try it out, but how am I going to get a sample? Liquid glass. Let's go find that then. Lots of find and fetch quests, you could say.
If you're looking for adventure, try the Dead Dunes. You'll find what you're looking for and more.
Aha!
There's no law out there, and treasure too. Lots and lots and lots of treasure.
Well, I do like treasure. Well, where to head next? That's one of our questions.
What happened then?
We can listen to stuff over here. We can explore out areas all the way over this way. There doesn't seem to be anything hidden in the back alleys. We've got the option to explore wherever we really want to explore. With chronostasis on as well, it means we're not wasting any time by just having a quick look around. Until it runs out, of course. Right then, so, where to go, where to head? Can you tell me, sir?
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy.
Today's death count? 911. Defeating monsters will keep the tally low. Where are the monsters?
A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to great Beneverza, so that he might be merciful to the forsaken souls, they who have lost all hope of seeing the new world.
Well, that sounds rubbish. How can I sort this out then? Apart from, adventuring essentials over here.
I'm surprised you've heard of me. What do you want?
Let's see what you have to buy. Buying monster notes. At these information brokers, you can purchase monster notes. These notes tell you about your enemy's weaknesses, how best to stagger them, and other useful battle information. In battle, you can check this information using the right trigger, or you can view it in the field by pressing Y to open the main menu and selecting Bestiary. Okay, a tutorial coming up here? Man, we really still are much in the very beginning phase of the game. Tutorials galore. In adventuring essential shops, you can buy information about monsters. They may sell monster notes which provide information about enemies. See what monster notes there are available in this particular shop. There's 3 of them. Niblet, Gremlin, Gorgonopsid, and Gertrude notes. When you purchase monster notes in these shops, you will gain a detailed report on the monster name within them. You can view this information within the bestiary. Access it by pressing Y. In battle, you can view such information using Libra, check the stagger conditions and weaknesses of your foes, and decide your battle strategy wisely. That's quite handy to actually have these then. Too bad I can't just go one of each and buy them all. To be honest, if I've got the money, I may as well.
Alright, take off.
No problem, sir. So with new gates opened up, new places to go through.
Light, I'm detecting monsters.
What?
Move carefully through this area. Light, you can escape from battle when you're truly desperate, but it comes with a price. All miracles do.
A price? What kind of price?
Your time and that of this world. The more you run, the less souls you'll save. In short, you'll give up about an hour of your precious 13 days.
That is not good whatsoever, but where are these monsters then? They might appear at any moment. I'm just wondering. It's too bad I can't climb up poles like that, but we can't even get out from here? Temporarily closed. So the monsters, I'm guessing, are just past the gate, if anywhere at all. Now there's a monster.
You think you can beat me?
Right, a gremlin's weakness is to physical damage, you say? We definitely have some of that. If we knock you back that far and keep slashing you, and then change over to our better physical one, we'll easily knock you out. Monsters appearing, though tiny amount of EP for defeating them. Not very much, but hopefully start gathering the items together, so they start to wander around, do they? Hello, quest man. Do you have anything for me? Oh, can't speak to you just yet. And so looking around further, all I came to was loads of dead ends, so I thought I'd go into the menu and go to the main quest description to find out that at midnight, the children of Etro gather in huddled groups in front of the North Station. It seems that like these heretics, worshippers of the goddess Etro, behind both the murders and the grim message threatening the savior. The heretics are alert and cautious, and lightning must follow them stealthily. It is their only chance to learn more, so at midnight is what we're really waiting for. And with only 14 minutes or so to go until that, if they're going to be gathering around here, I'll just give it a little bit of a wait, eh? I want to jump down first, though. Let me go down. I don't know where to hide. To be stealthy. That's a question in and of itself. Where will they be coming from? Where will they go to?
My dream is to go to Houston.
Someone has dreams, though, at the very least. That's good.
The earth will be destroyed and the world will be reborn.
There's lots of preachers, lots of religious things going on here, that's for sure.
Where do you think a group of people are likely to gather unnoticed? The station plaza, perhaps?
I don't think so unnoticed, but
Heretics. Be discreet and don't let them spot you.
Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation.
Light, careful.
It is now midnight.
They see you.
Please pray.
Make sure you stay
Let
hidden in the
us thank
shadows.
God, who in his wisdom will
you say that, but I'm trying to figure out who is at the moment. Is it these guys over there? So we got to follow these, have we? And we can't let them see us, which is easier said than done. Because they might be coming around any time now.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that. When they say savior, do you think...
It's me, alright. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the Heretics.
So if the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
The Heretics are on the move. You need to follow them discreetly and figure out where they're headed.
All that said, though, it seems most of them, they can't even walk in a straight line most of the time. Bashing into everything. Look at them. They're crazy. How they ever managed to murder someone is beyond me. Well, let's keep nicely back. and stealth around. Don't say who is that. Don't alert them to me. Okay, they're going up there, are they? And now they're scattering. They're running. That's not what I wanted to see. And they have, what's that noise kind of markers coming up? Okay then. Look at them scatter around, You're gonna wait for me. I'm not here, honestly. Just keep following, but it's hard to keep at a distance when they keep going, and sketchily turning around all the time.
Stay out of sight and see what they're up to.
In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say, 7891.
The rites are beginning. Make haste.
See that? I think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah, so when the phone rings, you have to give them a 4-digit code. Simple, if you have the numbers.
Right. Simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that? I mean, considering you're doling out advice.
Head back to town and see what you can uncover.
Okay, the 4 numbers code. The children of Etro are holding nightly rituals in which they murder innocent women. Every single night? In order to crash their gathering, you will need to learn the code that they use to grant access to their members. It is made up of 4 numbers written on 4 walls somewhere around Luxarion. These numbers appear at 6 AM, and once you have learned the code, it will not change. Aha. So we gotta wait all the way till 6 happens? If you cannot find the walls which have been emblazoned with these numbers, try gathering information from the townspeople. It's likely someone will have noticed such an odd phenomenon. And time-operated doors and gates. In these last few islands that stand amidst the chaos, there is a system of time-operated doors and gates which are used to keep out potential dangers and preserve public order. In Luxarion, entry and exit from the Warren is barred most hours of the day, and its inhabitants are kept locked in by a gate which only opens between midnight and 6 AM. The time-operated doors and gates are shown on the map by gate markers. You should be able to find out when the particular door or gate opens by investigating the area near it for a notice of some kind. Once discovered, the information will be recorded on your map.
The heretical cult, the so-called Children of Etro, are behind the murders. They become increasingly visible in the city. Judging by the tone of their message, they view the Savior as their enemy. What I don't understand is why they would target you. You're here to save souls and guide them to a new world. Why wouldn't they want that?
It's not that clear-cut. To some, God's savior looks as much a murderer as these maniacs do. I'm not surprised they're afraid.
Don't worry. Even if the world hates you, I'll always be by your side, Light. What do you want to do? Will you go looking for that code?
The children of Etro are gathering now. They'll be out of my reach until they're done with their business.
It seems like a waste to just wait here until then. Why not get out of the city for a while?
I might as well. There's not much time left. I won't waste it.
Yes, your time is the most precious thing you have now. How you use these few days may decide the very fate of the world. It looks like the monorail is up and running. If you hop aboard, you can quickly get anywhere in this world. And there's another station on the south side of Luxarion.
Okay then, where to head to first? So let's his items pick up here. Silvered medal. A bronze medal. Another bronzed one. Whatever these are for, I do not know, but basically we have to go out on our own, choose where to head. We can't see these numbers until 6 AM. Everything's on a timer. Very much reminds me of like the game Dead Rising, really, but still. Okay then. Timed quests, timed everything. This is gonna be crazy. I hope you'll join me for more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 in the future, as we continue onwards and hopefully get down to this story. Bye-bye.